Guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, anybody? What's up, people? What is up, people? Trying to figure out if I can get this camera thing to work. What's going on with the camera? I don't like the way that looks. I'm looking up here. There we go. There's quite a delay on this thing. Anyway, let's see here, people. Can I hear you? I can't hear anybody. Who's live? Who's watching? Can you hear me? First of all, somebody tell me if you can hear me, because I'm trying out a new microphone. And the heck's going on? Somebody comment in the chat. What do you think? Does the audio sound okay? This is a brand new microphone, and it's been problematic. I think it's working today. But I just placed a big order with the Blue Note website. They've got an amazing 20% off sale. It is end of summer, which is like in 1 or 2 days, this sale is over. So I spent like hours going through all the selections to find out what I would want to buy. But somebody tell me, if you're watching, is the audio working on this thing? Let's see if I can hear it. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, crap. Anybody watching, can you hear me? Just let me know if the audio is working, guys, if you don't mind. And I'm going to go through the site pretty soon here. Who's watching? Guys, I can't see your comments. And I'm going to let people come on board here with me. I'm going to put the invite thing in here. And you guys can jump on. So let's see if I can figure this out. Join me live. Go for it. Why not? There you go. Hey, Vinyl FTW, thank you, says it's working. Of course, how's the camera working? It's all right. Okay, guys, let's see if I can make this work. It's all an experiment using my DSLR camera through the computer, and I'm using a nice new microphone through the camera, through the computer, blah, blah, blah. So check it out, guys. Don't move. I'm trying to show you how this freaking thing works. All the Blue Note stuff, 20% off. There's a couple tricks to getting in on this sale. You got to do it on or before the 21st, which is in a couple days. If you spend over $70, you get free shipping. And there's some tricks to the free shipping too, which I will try to explain. Let's see. Let's go to the sale thing. Where's this? There it is. There's the sale thing. End of summer, September 21st. Stop that. I'm trying to look at this screen. Can I look at this screen, please? 20% off the entire store, except some of the merch, some of the what do you call it? The posters. Pretty much everything is on sale. So I bought a bunch of Tone Poet stuff. I bought some new stuff. And hey, who's on here? Vinyl FTW. I'm not sure if I know you, Mr. Vinyl FTW. But thank you for joining. And so that's just going to scroll itself. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of doing the auto scroll. So all you folks on the vinyl community are totally giant fans of Blue Note records, obviously, and the Tone Poet stuff especially. And there's the Tone Poet. Great sounding stuff. Normally $35. You can get it on sale for 20% off right now. And the Tone Poet stuff is, for the most part, re-releases of old stuff. And you vinyl community folks are completely nuts about the early Blue Note stuff, 50s, early 60s. And great opportunity to get some of that stuff at 20% off. So 20% off of a $35 record is like $27 plus free shipping. Unfortunately, you're going to pay sales tax like us in California, paying 10% sales tax on top of that. But what I wanted to mention is there's lots of great artists on Blue Note that are not from the 50s and 60s. There's lots of great new artists. Gregory Porter, great singer. Blue Note will scroll through some of these for you. Let's see. Tell us, Blue Note. Okay, there's your classic stuff. Hank Mobley, Freddie Hubbard, Sonny Clark. Well, let's go back to the site and just peek around a little bit. And if you guys want to jump on the stream or if you want to comment, let's see. Let's look at their site a little better. So you got the Tone Poet. Everybody knows about the Tone Poet. Now, these new things on the Tone Poet, some of them have not been released yet. So if you order them, your order is not going to ship until October 30th. If you get some of these brand new things, like this one I was going to buy, Bobby Hutcherson, which looks fabulous. I had that in my cart, was ready to buy it. It's got Herbie Hancock, but it doesn't have any horn players, I don't think. So you got 2 chording instruments, vibes plus piano, kind of a different sound. But I love Bobby Hutcherson, one of the probably the greatest vibe player from the hard bop era. But I had this in my cart, and it said, well, your stuff is not going to ship till October 30th. If you want the free shipping, you got to get everything at once. So I took it out of my cart because I don't want to wait till October 30th for my order to ship. So see, ships October 30th. So the Blue Note stuff, this top row is like all brand new stuff. Let's see, a lot of the stuff is not going to ship. Okay, yeah, ship September 25th. Okay, that ships in a couple days. You can wait for that probably. But these two, this is pretty cool. Art Blakey, another Art Blakey that kind of came out of the archives that nobody has seen before, or nobody's heard before. Now let's see. How is it that one of Art Blakey's greatest albums is so little known? 1961 includes Lee Morgan and Wayne Shorter and Bobby Timmons. It wasn't released till 1970. So it's one of these records that they held in the vaults for whatever reason, didn't think it was good enough to release. One great thing about this record is it's pretty much all compositions by Wayne Shorter, which makes it highly desirable. But that one won't ship until October 30th. And the other thing you got to watch out with these Blue Notes. Okay, this is one I bought, by the way. Dr. Lonnie Smith, the amazing organist. That's a brand new recording from a couple of years ago. And this one I bought, Jackie McLean. That's an amazing record. But some of these earlier Blue Notes, or I should say Tone Poets, you got to buy them, and there's your bad news. It's sold out. So I've been burned a couple times by some of these that were sold out. So I've got the Donald Byrd Chant. I've got the Andrew Hill Black Fire. I didn't get the Kenny Burrell. Maybe I should. I didn't get any of the Dexters. And I got the Sam Rivers Contours, which is an amazing one. Here's my big disappointment. I didn't get the Wayne Shorter. This is sold out already. Wait, is it sold out or not? A minute ago it said sold out. Now what's it saying? It doesn't say sold out. What the? Oh, Jesus. It doesn't say sold out anymore. I'm really confused. They're redoing it. Oh, my God. It was sold out before. I guess they're reprinting it. So, unbelievable. Okay, who's watching? Anybody watching? Am I here alone? Yeah. All alone. That's okay. You guys can watch this after the fact. You guys get on here and comment. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're saying. Give us join me on the stream. But that's bizarre. The Wayne Shorter was sold out. I wanted to buy it, and now it says a new batch is going to be shipping. So the bad news is I bought a crappier older copy. So should I buy 2 copies? Oh my God, that's killing me. But that's a classic. Looks like they reprinted that. Maybe they reprinted some of these. Repressed, I should say. A lot of these were sold out last time I checked. Okay, I've got one of the Joe Hendersons. Let's see. Lee Morgan. So I don't go in for the totally bluesy, soulful, gospel-y stuff as much as I do sort of the more complicated cerebral stuff like the Andrew Hill and the Wayne Shorter. I mean, I love some of the bluesy, soulful stuff, but I got so much of it, you know. Grant Green, I've got this one, and I've got the other one, Nigeria. See, that one shows sold out. So what do you do? Sold out. And people are selling for ridiculous prices. So let's go back to some of the other Blue Note stuff. New releases, which could include some Tone Poets. But the thing I want to point out to you guys is there's lots of great new artists on Blue Note. And the vinyl community is very much obsessed with the early stuff of the 50s and 60s. That is, of course, the classic era of jazz and hard bop and post bebop and beginnings of free jazz. But there are some great new artists out. So this is an album I want, but it doesn't ship until October. So Ron Miles, cornet, flugelhorn, trumpet, with the great Bill Frizzell on here, the great Brian Blade on drums, who I absolutely love, Jason Moran, pianist. I've seen most of these guys play. I've met Bill Frizzell. I've seen Jason Moran. I've seen Brian Blade. This is a nice record, and I was going to get this on CD for only, what is it, $10, $11. CD is 12, but minus 20%. Order it now, get it 20% off. Ron Miles. I have one of his other CDs. Jimmy Smith, wonderful organ player. Horace Silver, piano. This is a Herbie Hancock. Hold on. This is an all-female group, Artemis. And let's see, the horn player I'm familiar with. What's her name? Melissa Aldana. She's got a lot of attention lately. The Stanley Touring Team. It's just very soulful, R&B-ish, bluesy. Joe Henderson, amazing. But that's a tone poet that's a newer recording. This is an all-time classic, Jackie McLean. You guys got to get that one. I expect that one will sell out soon. And Nora Jones. She does a lot of duets with that one. Duets with current players. Like singers, I should say. Duets with Jeff Tweedy of Wilco and Brian Blade, the drummer I just mentioned. So that's a nice record. I'm not as into vocals, but it's cool. So here's another great one. I picked this one up. Bill Frizzell, one of my all-time favorites, one of the most innovative and interesting guitar players to come along in decades, and I have been listening to him for decades. His first release on Blue Note. He was on the None Such label before, and I don't know how Blue Note stole him away, but two very well-respected labels who do beautiful work. But this Bill Frizzell with Thomas Morgan, and What the World Needs Now is Love, Sweet Love with the Burt Bacharach tune. So he's doing a lot of sort of, standardy type stuff, but beautiful, ethereal, wonderful sounding guitar player. I picked that one up on vinyl, and again, 20% off. Normally $30, and they're doing these limited editions. Like you could get did I get a signed LP? No, the signed LPs are like 50. They're sold out. The regular plain old LP is 30, and you could get a signed LP and a test pressing for $150. Blue Note is really working the added revenue angles on this stuff. So anybody joining me? Tardis Rider, he is watching and shopping. Doesn't look like they have any Bill Frizzell left. Are you serious? The Duke Ellington sold out. See, what we just noticed, guys, is maybe they're going to repress some of these more popular ones, but you got to jump on them fast. And there's people selling them on eBay, of course. And some of those people are jacking up the prices. So you can buy them from Amazon. You can buy them on eBay. But, the first time I ordered from the Blue Note store, the shipping was way too expensive, and it took a month to get to it. So my first shopping from the eBay store, not eBay, Blue Note, my first shopping from the Blue Note store was a big disappointment. It took forever, and the shipping was too expensive. So we'll see how they do this time. So let me go through some of these other artists. Somebody's saying that he thinks, what's going on here? Somebody thinks the Bill Frizzell is sold out. No. Check again, bro. The signed LP is sold out. The regular LP, not signed, not sold out. Go ahead and pick that up for 20% off of 30. What is that, $6 off? It's not a tone poet. It's a brand new release, but it's high quality. Trust me, high quality. You can hear this entire album online. Bill Frizzell did a video of this. He basically talked about the album and then dropped it on his record player and played the whole thing end to end. So the quality is, a recording of a guy playing from his record player, not a direct. But check it out. You can listen to all these things online. And that's what I've been doing the last couple of days, which is going through the site, looking for stuff on sale, and then listening to them on YouTube and making notes on what I want to purchase. So let's go through a couple more of these. You got to get the Jackie McLean, guys. This is one of the most classic and best Jackie McLean albums. Who's on here? Cecil McBee, Herbie Hancock. He really adds a lot to this. Roy Haynes, who just turned 95, amazing drummer. Cecil McBee. So this is, I think, one of the top 20 Blue Notes that everybody might want to get a copy of. So check out Jackie McLean. And $34 minus 20%. And let's go into this concept of new artists. I picked this one up, Derrick Cottage. Not familiar with him at all, but I got the CD. And, you know, why not support new artists? There's new artists doing great stuff on Blue Note. Don Was is doing a great job curating and finding new artists, new talent. Derrick Cottage is a bass player. And this is a very modern record. It's not a throwback to the hard bop days. It's got modern sounds in it, but it's also got some great playing. It's got some, here's some modern instrumentation and synthy stuff and modern drum playing. But yeah, check it out online if you don't believe me. But my recommendation is mix it up with some of the old stuff and some of the new stuff. Blue Note Reimagined. This is kind of like remixing some classic stuff with some modern tracks and hip hop kind of a feel. 16 classic Blue Note tracks reworked, remixed by a selection of the UK's most exciting young talents. A bridge between the groundbreaking old stuff and the label's future. So I almost bought that. Had that in my cart. The idea of new artists reworking old stuff. I mean, who's keeping jazz alive? Who's introducing jazz to the newest, the kids out there? Let me just check the comments here and see who's talking, who's doing stuff. Tardis Rider. So thank you for joining, and thank you for. I got to check my StreamYard. Is anybody trying to get in? If I don't check my StreamYard every 3 minutes, somebody could be sitting there in the waiting room and I wouldn't know they were even there. And hey, I can show comments. I forgot. Tardis Rider. He's shopping. He couldn't find the Bill Frizzell. I helped him find it. And the Duke Ellington sold out. Yeah, check it out on eBay or Amazon. You can probably find a copy, but not at this great 20% off price. Yeah, Bill Frizzell. He's in there. Let me go back to the. Let me go. Oh, am I on camera? I'm like running so many things here. I got 3 windows open. I got my DSLR camera up there. I got my laptop camera down there, which I'm not using. I'm trying to use the DSLR for better video quality. And then I'm using this new microphone. And I'm trying to run a stream and shop at the same time. So bear with me if I can't figure out what the heck I'm doing. Let's see. This is a good sounding record. Almost got it. I love the sound of the Village Vanguard. So many classic records were recorded at the Village Vanguard. And it's a tiny little club I have not been to, but I mean, you guys know Bill Evans at the Village Vanguard and Sonny Rollins at the Village Vanguard and 500,000 other great artists. The acoustics in that room are really nice because it's a small room and the shape of the walls kind of lets it reverberate in a nice way. So this is a good sounding record. It's more of a hard bop thing. And I'm really, if I'm buying something new, I'm trying to look for people that are more, a little more modern, not such a throwback. And let's see, who else is on here? Mr. Dave Winchester. Ooh, a sale, a 20% off sale with free shipping if you buy before the end of summer. So Gerard Clayton, I don't really know him, but good sounding stuff. I listened to it. And one of my bucket list things is to get to the Village Vanguard. I've been to the Blue Note. I've only been to New York a couple times. This one I had in my cart, almost bought. Ambrose Akinmusire. Is that how you pronounce his name? Ambrose Akinmusire? I don't know how to pronounce it. But nice sounding record. But for my personal tastes, I'm not into as much singing. And there's some singing, but I really encourage you guys to check out the new artists on Blue Note. There's a lot of new great stuff on here. I'm just going through the new releases page if I can. How's this looking on the screen, guys? Let's see. Don't forget, guys, in the chat, there is the link here if you want to join me. And it might be good to let me know because I'm not looking at the screen as much as I'm looking at the sales screen because I'm navigating the old website and talking at the same time. Let's see. This is yeah, I listened to this. Didn't care for it that much. Tom Misch. I don't really know who that is. Here's one I bought already. I bought before the sale. Larry Young, an amazing organist who most of his career was with Blue Note, I would say. Sam Rivers on there, who I love. Grant Green on guitar, that I love. Hey, here it is. I already bought this. So this is a great one. If you haven't seen this one. Larry Young. This is 80th anniversary Blue Note. Not the same as Tone Poet. It's a lot less expensive, but it is mastered from original analog. Sound quality is great. The pressings are made in Germany. And as you probably know, the 80th anniversary Blue Note stuff, way better than the 75th anniversary stuff. So if you can get the, let's go back to the sale. If you can get the 80th anniversary stuff for 20% off, heck of a deal. So that would be, what's 20% of $25? Can anyone do the math? 10% would be $5, right? 20% would be, why can't I do the math? 20% would be $5 off. Something like that. I can't do math. 10% would be $2.50, 20% would be $5. Does that sound right? $5 off? Yeah, this, no one told me math would be involved. Kenny Dorham. I don't know if I have that. I might have gotten that for Christmas. I don't remember. I think I got a different Kenny Dorham. Andrew Hill. Andrew Hill is one of the lesser known but great composers on Blue Note. And his level of complexity of his compositions is up there with people like Monk and Wayne Shorter. But he never had like a hit breakout record like those guys did. But sort of cerebral, not so much bluesy, soulful gospel, but more complicated compositions. This record does not have a horn player on it, so it's really just more of a jazz trio situation. Wait, who are these players? Am I missing somebody? 2 bassists. That's why there's 4 people in here. 2 bassists and Roy Haynes on drums. So Andrew Hill is a great artist you guys should be checking out. And okay, here's an interesting record that just came out. Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers, one of the most iconic classic artists on Blue Note. But this is one of these records found in the vault. An amazing, amazing lineup. Lee Morgan on trumpet, Hank Mobley on sax, Bobby Timmons on keyboards, Jimmy Merritt, who I don't really know, bass. But this is one of these records that was in the vault and just came out. So even though it was recorded in '59, never before released. So that gets you thinking, what was wrong with it that they didn't feel like releasing it back at that time? Doesn't mean there was anything wrong with it. Maybe the pipeline was too full of Art Blakey. Maybe the timing was not right. But there would be other Art Blakey albums I would get if you're new to Art Blakey before I would jump on one of these from the archives things. But it's certainly getting good reviews. Who's this Goku Penguin? This is like a new group. And they don't even have any artwork. Is that the artwork? I thought that was like an avatar placeholder. Goku Penguin. This is like a very hip, modern, young, funky group, I guess. And I guess I don't know them. I may have heard them once before, but I didn't really put that on my go-to list. Lee Morgan. This is one of the classics that a lot of people are buying. Lee Morgan, amazing, amazing trumpet player. Most of his career was on Blue Note. He was only 19 years old at the time this was recorded. Wow. And two weeks after he recorded Coltrane's Blue Train. I did not know that. His 5th album as a leader. Am I reading this right? It's amazing. An amazing young guy who died too early. And this is one that a lot of people probably are going to pick up. Night in Tunisia. Just one of those things. So this is one that I think will sell out. So keep your eye on that one. This is a really unusual one, Dr. Lonnie Smith. Now, don't confuse him with Lonnie Liston Smith. Two different guys playing jazz keyboards. Dr. Lonnie Smith, an amazing guy. He's 78 now. He's been playing the B3 Hammond organ for a long time. I love the sound of this. I just love the organ sound, and the guitar player is great. So I actually picked this one up, even though this is a new recording. It's recorded in the last few years, but released as a tone poet. So amazing version of Wayne Shorter's Juju. Wayne Shorter doesn't play on here, but there's no horns on this. This is guitar-based. Is there bass on here? I don't know. Bass players are not always necessary when you got organ. Yeah, this is a trio. Guitar player who I think is great, Jonathan Kreisberg, and drummer Jonathan Blake. So this is a trio, but I love the full sound of the organ. And I love the cover on this. And Lonnie Smith at age 78, still getting it done. That was a last-minute inclusion in my purchase, but okay. Coming down here to some real classic stuff, the Dexter Gordon. I have this on CD, and hey, it's sold out. Even the 80th vinyl edition version is sold out. Okay, both of these are sold out. Hey, Lee Morgan sold out. This whole row of classics. These are 3 classics. Lee Morgan, the Rumpro, one of the most classics. Sold out already. And let me check the comments here. Anybody commenting? So let's see, guys. Davis Winchester, who's watched some of my streams and videos in the past, so thank you, Mr. Davis. Hey, what's going on here? In terms of the, this camera thing is really confusing, so bear with me, guys. I'm looking at multiple cameras, multiple feeds. Very confusing, trying to stream. Here's a record I had in my cart, almost bought it, really trying to support new artists. And you guys can certainly pronounce his name. Nduduzo Makatini. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I absolutely love this color, modes of communication. I assume he's African, but I don't know the details of this guy. I don't even know what he plays, but I love the cover, and I love the whole concept of the sort of spiritual jazz. Had this in my cart, ultimately didn't get it. I'm going to keep my eye on this artist and maybe learn a little bit more about him before I pull the trigger on something. I really want to get into some new artists. There's so many artists where I have the same artists, 10 and 15 and 20 records of the classic jazz artists, and not paying enough attention to the new artists. So if you guys know this guy, know what he's all about, I listened to it a little bit. Maybe I'll pick it up later. But if you're just joining us, folks, we're going through the Blue Note sale that's going on just this weekend, end of summer, which takes you to September 21st. Then the sale is over. 20% off almost everything in the Blue Note store except posters. So the t-shirts, the records, the CDs, the digital downloads, all 20% off. See, Duke Ellington, Money Jungle, that's sold out. Herbie Hancock, that's a nice one. That one's not sold out. I got so much Herbie Hancock, and I mean, some of these artists have so much material. Here's an interesting record. Charles Lloyd, the great sax player and flute player. The Libero Theater is an amazing theater in Santa Barbara that was just refurbished and revitalized. And the guy in charge of it is the brother of a friend of mine. The guy in charge of that project is, what's his name? Milgram? What's his first name? He used to be the president of, I want to say, Capitol Records. And he's now a philanthropist who does a lot of support for stuff in Santa Barbara and music in general. So anyway, the Libero Theater in Santa Barbara, Charles Lloyd, legendary saxophonist, composer, jazz mystic, Charles Lloyd, celebrating his 80th birthday. I didn't know his hometown was Santa Barbara. I saw him play at UCLA a couple of years ago with Bill Frizzell. It was quite amazing. So look what they're doing for this one. Look at this release. You can buy a 2 LP set plus the DVD of the live show plus the test pressing for $150, which is sold out, or the deluxe box set, which is $200, hand signed and hand numbered. They don't tell if it's Charles Lloyd's hand or or who's doing the numbering. But even the 2 LP and DVD for $40 minus 20%, that's still a good deal right now. Let's see, can we do the math? 20% off $40 would be $32. That's a hell of a deal. 2 LPs and a DVD for $32. But look at all the goodies you get if you buy the deluxe. And wow, Shenandoah, I would love to hear him do that. Forest Flower, his original big hit from the Live at Monterey. And You Are So Beautiful. And yeah, that looks like a great collection. I didn't pick it up. Grand Prix Nigeria, I have that one on Tone Poet. That one is sold out. Chet Baker. There is so little Chet Baker reissue stuff on the market that's legitimate. This one is sold out. As I expected, it would have sold out quickly. Chet Baker singing, fantastic stuff. This is Pacific Jazz. This was not Blue Note to begin with. This is the Pacific Jazz label, which was the West Coast jazz label, the cool jazz label, West Coast, with Chet Baker and Lee Konitz and what's his name, the Barry guy, Jerry Mulligan. I'm talking about the label, not this record. Problem with Chet Baker, with his stuff, is there's a lot of people reissuing this gray market crap versions of this because the labels, especially Pacific, just has not been around to do reissues. So this was a rare opportunity to pick up a high quality authorized copy, but unfortunately not around. Let's see, we got a comment here from David. He's going to help unload the groceries. 20% is taken at the checkout, but when you build your shopping cart, you will see the 20%. You will see the 20% price reflected. Now the problem is they're going to add tax. So, and the problem is shipping. Free shipping if you pay more than $70 for your whole package of goodies. But to get the free shipping, you got to ship everything together. So if you're going to buy, like I did, I had my shopping cart with 6 or 7 things, but 1 or 2 things were not released yet, so they wouldn't ship till end of October. So if you want to break it up, they're going to charge you full shipping for what they're sending you tomorrow, and then full shipping on what they send you at the end of October, which I did not want. I didn't want to spend an extra $30 on shipping. So you got to get the cart to all ship at the same time if you want to take advantage of free shipping that's quick. So I ultimately took a few things out of my cart that aren't going to ship for a while. I could go back in and do another purchase order and just wait for that stuff to come, but I'm not sure I want to do that. So, yeah, be careful with the shipping. Be careful with the tax here in California. 10% tax is really ridiculous. He dislikes Goku Penguin. I don't really know their thing. Are they kind of like a snarky puppy? I don't really know their music too well. I think I listened to a couple of tracks, but be curious to see what they're all about. You know, I want to support new artists, and what can I tell you? Brian Blade, who I love, I have a number of his things on vinyl already. Alvin Jones. I hear this is a really good record, but I don't really know this record. Great drummer, Alvin Jones, and the cover is not so hot. But let's see, what is this record all about? People I don't really know. Jan Hammer plays on here on piano. Thad Jones on flugelhorn. Pepper Adams. So really unusual kind of instrumentation. 1972. I've heard good things about this record, but I don't really know it. And you guys are welcome to jump on the stream here. The stream link is up in the chat. Anytime you want to jump on, keep it tasteful. You're welcome to come on in. This is a record I looked at, didn't ultimately pull the trigger on. You know, there's a lot of tunes that I would have on other records. You know, sounds very good. Excuse me. Good sounding stuff. Drummer. I don't really know Art Taylor that well, but look who plays on here. Stanley Turrentine, Wynton Kelly on piano, Paul Chambers. Good sounding hard bop set. I have a million good sounding hard bop sets. Hank Mobley. This was a classic that, as expected, sold out pretty quickly. Hank Mobley, poppin', great cover, beautiful cover artwork. Let's see who's on here. Art Pepper and Pepper Adams. You got the no, I'm sorry, not Art Pepper. Art Farmer, Pepper Adams, Sonny Clark, Philly Joe, Paul J. Chambers. That looks like a great sounding set. And I gotta say, I don't have that much Hank Mobley. I have 3 or 4 Hank Mobleys, but a lot of you Blue Note fanatics have tons of Hank Mobley. And Stanley Turrentine, a much bigger, fatter, mellower, soulful kind of a player. Horace Parlin on piano. Let's see who's on here. Tommy Turrentine, his brother. And let's see what else we got here. Okay, here's another one. Pete LaRocca, not Paul. Pete LaRocca, classic drummer from the Coltrane days. And yes, I did pick that up already weeks ago. Luckily, I picked it up before it sold out, but you can still pick it up on eBay, Amazon. But watch out that they're not jacking up the price. But that's kind of an interesting record. Got a lot of good, got a lot of good reviews. So I picked that up, not really being too familiar with it. Another Art Blakey, sold out. This is one I looked at getting. Lee Konitz, who just died a few weeks ago. Lee Konitz, the last surviving member of the original Miles Davis non-net Birth of the Cool sessions, on his 70th birthday. So this was recorded, 14 years ago? 24 years ago. Long time ago. Brad Meldau, who I love. I have a bunch of his records, seen him play a couple times. Charlie Hayden, who I love, just died. This is a nice set, but I didn't end up picking it up yet. But Lee Konitz, classic, and great to see him making a record late in life. This is another beautiful one that was sold out already. 80th anniversary Blue Notes series at Small's Club, Small's Paradise. I like the sound of this a lot. It's really a Burnham session, and didn't ultimately pick it up. Actually, it was sold out. I wanted to get it. Maybe they'll re-release it. All right, guys, we're just going through tons and tons of stuff here. And Lonnie Smith again. This is an older session from the 70s, funkier, soulfuller, with some horn players. Art Blakey, Corner of the World. I got some of the original. Well, I got some old copies of this. I got all these old copies. Grant Green, I got that one. Bill Frizzell. I'm a huge Bill Frizzell fan. Don't know why I don't have this one yet. Petra Hayden is Charlie Hayden's daughter. Sings on there. Herbie Hancock. I do have this one. Love the cover of this one. And did I just add it to the cart? Didn't mean to. I got this one when it came out. That's a nice session. And this is one that's, let's see, is this the one with the percussion-y? Yeah, Willie Bobo and Chihuahua Martinez. Very percussion-y, Latin inflected, unusual session for Herbie. And I'm sure I mentioned to you guys 20 times that I met Herbie last year at the premiere of the Blue Note documentary. So go watch my video on that documentary. You can watch the documentary, I think, on Netflix. And I don't know why Blue Note's not selling a copy of it on here. Anyway, guys, I'm getting tired. I'm gonna have to wrap this up pretty soon. I got this one. I got an old copy of that one. I just got this one, and too much stuff here. Too much money to spend. It's getting crazy. So, any other comments? Anybody else joining in? Anybody else watching? I'm gonna wrap this up pretty soon, guys. I got to get some work done today. So, any more comments? What do you guys have to say for yourselves? And I'm playing with my StreamYard stuff. So, why did I leave your comment up for 20 minutes, Davis? So thank you for joining us, Davis, and thank you for joining us, Tardis. And you guys, check it out. Blue Note sale, 20% off this weekend only. End of summer is September 21st. The sale is 20% off almost everything in the store. And free shipping if you spend more than $70. And you can buy records and T-shirts and CDs And all that stuff added all up, get it up to $70. You get free shipping. Don't forget about the tax. Great sale. I saved something like $30. So any more comments, guys? Otherwise, 1 o'clock here in Los Angeles. I got to go get busy with the rest of my day. So I would say thanks for watching. And let's go back to the Blue Note site for just 2 seconds so we can see the home page. Maybe. Can we? Blue Note, Blue Note, Blue Note. Got Blue Note on the brain. There's the sale. I keep moving that around. Quit moving it. 20% off the entire store. Free shipping. Wall art posters not included. Otherwise, great idea for end of summer sale. And I'm gonna bail out of here pretty soon, guys. So I think I gotta sign off. So don't forget to subscribe to the Vinyl Rundown and give me your comments as always. And if you haven't checked out my series on Sonny Rollins, I did 7 or 8 videos commemorating Sonny Rollins' 90th birthday. That was about a week and a half ago. And I interviewed 7 or 8 people, and still putting that series together. I still have 2 or 3 stragglers that want to be interviewed. But please check out my Sonny Rollins series. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think. If you have a channel and I haven't subscribed to you, let me know in the comments. I try to subscribe to every single person in the vinyl community, and I'm open to doing collaborations and interviews with anybody that's got anything interesting to say about music. But I think, Sonorgi again missed me. That's okay. You can watch the replay. It was just a guy going through the Blue Note website, shopping through and getting the 20% discount sale. So Sonorgi, thank you for stopping by. Anyway, and 1 o'clock here. Hey, what did Mr. Mike Press says? Thank you. Freedom Suite Plus. Freedom Suite. That reminds me of Max Roach or Sonny Rollins, both had Freedom something. Which one is that? Oh, that's probably, you're talking about the Art Blakey Freedom Suite. Milestone. That sounds like Sonny Rollins. I'm confused. Anyway, guys, I gotta go eat lunch. I gotta go do some shopping. I gotta clean up this house. So thank you for watching. I think I should sign off, but yeah, Sonny Rollins. Yeah, there's a couple records with the Freedom in the title, and I do have that Sonny Rollins one. I had that featured on the thing I did, probably in the background. So, Mike, thanks for watching. Sonorgi, thanks for watching. Davis Winchester, and who else was on there? Tardis Rider and Vinyl FTW for what it's worth. I gotta go get to work here and eat some lunch, guys. So. Watch the replay. Go check out the sale at Blue Note Records to get your 20% off. And don't spend too much money. Save something left for food and rent, guys. Have a good one. Subscribe. Talk to you later.